Before we dive in, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this presentation with your friends. And be sure to comment below. We'd love to hear your thoughts.
Fear. It's one of the oldest emotions we know. It can be subtle, a prickling sensation on the back of your neck, or it can overwhelm, flooding every part of your body with adrenaline. But why? What makes us scared? Fear isn't just random. It's actually a complex process rooted deep in our brain, in a part called the amygdala. This tiny almond-shaped structure is like our body's alarm system. When we sense danger, the amygdala goes off, releasing hormones that prepare us to either fight, flee, or freeze. It's the brain's way of keeping us safe. But it can also be triggered by things that aren't dangerous at all. So, why do we jump when we see a shadowy figure in a dark hallway, or feel a chill when we hear a creak in an empty house? Part of it is biology, but it's also conditioning. Movies, stories, and real-life experiences shape what we're afraid of. Fear, in many ways, is an art form, one crafted over centuries to keep us on edge. Fear can be universal, like the fear of the dark, tapping into our primal instincts. But it can also be cultural. In Japan, spirits like yūrei are ghostly figures deeply embedded in folklore. In the US, we have legends like the Boogeyman. These fears reflect our beliefs, our values, and even our social anxieties. Clowns, for example, weren't always scary, but over time, through stories and films, they've become symbols of the unknown, hiding something sinister behind a painted smile. This is called the uncanny valley, when something is almost human, but not quite. Our brains sense that something is off, and that gives us the creeps. Let's break down 3 things that really create fear. First, the unknown. When we can't predict what's coming, our mind fills the gaps with worst-case scenarios. That's why a closed door in a horror movie is often scarier than one that's open. Our imagination takes over. Second, vulnerability. When we're alone, in the dark, or out of our comfort zone, we feel exposed. Watching a vulnerable character reminds us of our own fears. It's why we relate to them, and why we feel terrified for them. And finally, the almost familiar, when something looks human enough but isn't. Dolls, mannequins, masks. They mimic humanity, but lack life. Our brains pick up on that, and it gives us a feeling we can't shake. Fear is a powerful emotion. It keeps us safe. It drives adrenaline. And strangely enough, it even entertains us. People go to haunted houses and watch horror movies to experience fear in a controlled setting. Why? Because when we know it's not real, fear can be fun. It's like a thrill ride for our minds. So next time you feel that chill, that racing heart, remember, fear is an ancient part of who we are. It's built into us, crafted by biology and shaped by our culture. And like any great art, it has the power to make us feel deeply, even if that feeling is pure terror. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the art of fear. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode from Awesome Wayne. And remember, sometimes the scariest things are the ones we can't see.